That's nightly news for this Thanksgiving Eve. I'm Tom Brokaw. Connie Chung will be here tomorrow. I'm off to Moscow to interview Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. That exclusive one-hour interview with the General Secretary will be shown here on NBC next Monday night at 8, 7 Central Time. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Tonight on Highway to Heaven, a tough warden causes Thanksgiving tragedy.
You have no right to put a wall between a mother and a child.
Now, he'll face an unforgettable lesson. Then on A Year in the Life, the storm is hit. No cabs about. The bird is burnt. A secret's out.
You burnt the patio furniture, too?
Thanksgiving gone afoul tonight.
Good evening. In tonight's headlines, an area man is one of the Atlanta hostages. New unemployment figures are out, and the no true bill from a Mariana grand jury.
WJHG-TV, Channel 7, Panama City. This is TV7 News at 6 with Joe Moore, Tom McGinnis, Sports, and Weather with Kirk Clyatt.
Good evening. It's the beginning of the end for the Dead Lakes Dam in WJHG. After 4 years of legal battles, the controversial dam is finally coming down. TV7's David Reinhardt reports.
It was a day that Gulf and Calhoun County residents had been awaiting for a long time. The Dead Lakes Dam will soon be a thing of the past, and a fair share of sidewalk supervisors turned out to watch the process for themselves. Removal began Tuesday with 20 pieces of the dam being pulled out by the contractors. They expect to pull 50 pieces out today. Richard Musgrove of the Water Management District talked about the timetable for the dam removal project.
And proceed with the process through the weekend, and we'd hope that within 3 weeks at the most we'd have the entire structure removed.
How long a process has this been?
Total process as far as legal activities and the actual contracting and permitting procedures, well over 4 years.
KMT Construction and Merritt Marine are handling the removal of the Dead Lakes Dam. The long-awaited project will continue to attract attention in Gulf County. From the Dead Lakes Dam in WJHG, David Reinhardt, TV7 News.
Bay County's jobless rate climbed to 9.5% last month, fifth highest in Florida. The September rate had stood at 7.9%, while none of the area counties had double-digit jobless rates. 2 others joined Bay County in the top 10. 9% of Gulf County's workers were jobless, ranking that county 6th, and the 8th ranking went to Washington County, where 8.3% of the workforce there was idle. Statewide average in September was 5%. Well, Governor Bob Martinez is now seeking to undo an action that he and the cabinet took last week involving a Panama City docking facility. TV7's Rex Ogburn reports.
Last week, Governor Bob Martinez and the cabinet routinely approved a submerged land lease that will allow the expansion of a dock at the home of the Southern Elegance cruise ship. A strange action, considering the fact that Martinez is anti-gambling. He now tells reporters he and the cabinet members were not aware that a casino ship was involved here.
I've asked that it be brought before us because I don't think we knew exactly, that had not been revealed as to why they were asking for that permit. And so I just came back from the governor's meeting, so I have not yet looked at any information that I've requested to get. But the fact was that when we cast that vote, that there was no disclosure as to why that pier needed to be improved. And historically, it's either to service a condominium or to service whatever. And in this one here, it just wasn't provided. So we would like to take a look at that one again.
Martinez said the fact that a casino ship was to use the dock should have been disclosed to the cabinet staff by the applicant, since it had been such a controversial issue in Bay County. Now Martinez plans to write the Department of Natural Resources to try and scuttle the dock expansion plans. Rex Ogburn, TV7 News.
15-year-old local boy is in serious condition tonight after he fell off the hood of a moving car driven by his brother and was run over. Injured was Jeffrey Eugene Cole of 6401 Heather Marie Drive. Mishap occurred on Tram Road just off Star Avenue around 7:30 this morning. One of the federal correctional officers being held hostage at the U.S. Penitentiary in Atlanta is a native of Holmes County. TV7's Dale Cox reports from Bonifay.
Bonifay residents are viewing the standoff at the Federal Detention Center in Atlanta with growing concern. One of the federal officers being held hostage by Cuban detainees is Norris Hogan, a local native. Hogan's mother told TV7 News off camera that she has heard nothing from her son since learning he was being held by rioting prisoners. The situation is attracting great attention in Bonifay, largely because of the high regards with which Hogan is viewed in the community.
He was a year behind me in school, but Norris was a real good fellow. He had good team spirit. He was, matter of fact, a pretty good basketball player. And he was just all around pretty good fellow, to tell you the truth.
Hogan was a member of the graduating class of 1973 at Holmes County High School. A 4-year veteran of the football, basketball, and track teams, he helped lead the Blue Devils to a conference championship in football during his senior year. Also named a who's who among American high school students, Hogan was elected as the most talented senior by the school body. After leaving high school, he studied criminology and worked with both the Holmes County Sheriff's Department and the State Department of Corrections before landing his position with the Federal Bureau of Prisons. County Commissioner Jimmy Whitehead, a former classmate, told TV7 News that he has great respect for Hogan.
Well, we played football together on the same team, and the thing that I remember most about Norris is he was a very good team leader. As a matter of fact, he was voted by our senior teammates that year that we graduated the pride of the Blue Devils, and that's the thing I remember most about him, being a very congenial type person. He was never a very outspoken person, but a very good individual.
Meanwhile, in Atlanta, the prison standoff continues to drag on. Although several hostages have been released, Hogan has not been among them. In Bonifay, Dale Cox, TV7 News.
A 16-year-old Marietta youth will not face criminal prosecution for his involvement in the fatal stabbing of another Marietta High School student back in October. A Jackson County grand jury this afternoon returned a no true bill against the youth, clearing him of any criminal intent in the October 13th stabbing death of 17-year-old Eddie Rivers at Marietta High School. Kirk's here with the weather, and a lot of interesting weather going on.
A lot of interesting weather going on across the nation. We're talking about winds in the west, snow in the northeast and Great Lakes, and of course I'll have the complete rundown for you, and our forecast too, all coming up next.
Find exceptional value on jewelry at Cogbird's Jewelry. Often asked for diamond stud earrings from just $19.99. Specials include quarter carat, regularly $269, now just $189. Look at these reductions. Diamond solitaires, quarter carat was $399, now specially priced only $299. Popular 14 carat yellow gold tennis bracelets, 1 carat only $7.99. Now at Cogbird's Jewelry, take advantage of low payments from $25 per month. Cogbird's, first name in fine jewelry, downtown Panama City.
We're back.
Hi, Morgan and I have been uncovering more super weekend values here at Walmart.
This is fun, and it's only the beginning. It's going to be a great holiday season at Walmart.
You're right, Morgan. What have we here?
Well, I've been wanting one of these Rival Hot Pots. Great for soup this winter. And now at Walmart, you'll find it or any one of these other appliances for just $7.96 through Sunday. Now that's a buy.
Just more reasons why Walmart's the only place to shop this weekend.
And throughout the holidays. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Should be a nice warm cider.
Hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Sometimes bigger is better.
Especially when you're a wheel watcher.
There's more cash to win and more challenges to beat.
Take a good look at what's waiting for you.
Tune in to see why wheel watching has become America's favorite pastime.
Awesome.
Yes, it is.
Watch Wheel of Fortune.
Be a wheel watcher tonight at 6:30 on TV7.
Well, here we've got the whole world on the wall for you. The view from yesterday, you can see a little upper level low that's developed in the Gulf, bringing us some of those cloudy skies. Still that little tropical wave that is happening down in the Caribbean towards Puerto Rico. Here we'll show it to you again in a progression from Monday on till today. You can see they're having quite a bit of rain now in Puerto Rico over towards the Dominican Republic, but it's late in the season. I don't see anything developing except a rainy place for those folks for Thanksgiving. A lot closer to home, still at the airport there at 70 degrees, a little cooler in the western section. conditions. Over in the Mobile County in Alabama, they're starting to see some rain. We've just had a few sprinkles today. And you can see where the humidity is building up first, already up to 90% in Crestview. We're 71% here in Panama City, and of course that is going to go up. Jet stream from yesterday, as we predicted, look how it comes down in the west. It's going to move over, but then head on up. So we're going to have continued mild temperatures in our region. And this system is finally starting to get its act together a little bit, but most of the rain is going to go to the north of us. So we're not going to have a lot of that heavy rain activity they've had the last few days. Some areas of Texas in the last 24 hours picked up over 8 inches of rain. You see we've got this little upper level low, and this system that's stationary moving back up into New England, bringing some nice snow to those folks. It's going to be a white Thanksgiving for parts of Michigan, but this high pressure in the west is going to push most of that rain activity to the north of us. This little upper level low, about a 40% chance. If you want the numbers, that's what we're looking at for tonight and tomorrow of getting any rain activity. You can see the national view will take you a little closer to the southeast region. Still an easterly onshore flow bringing that rain to the eastern portion of the state. We'll bring you an updated view, and you can see some of that rain right at the edge of your screen. Let's take a closer look to Lake Charles radar from the National Weather Service, and here you can see it, Lake Charles and back towards Houston. Most of the rain, though, is offshore. Let's take a look to Pensacola radar and see if we can spot some of that rain. There it is right on the Mobile County, Jackson County, Mississippi line, and let's zoom in and take a closer view, and you can see some of those showers are fairly intense, so the western portions of our viewing area have a better shot of getting wet. The maps for tomorrow look this way. Here we've got this system. It's coming down, but most of it is going to go as we move into Friday, going to stay to the north of us. So what we had today is pretty much what you can expect for tomorrow. Here's the view. We'll bring it in for today. You can see a lot of rain, a lot of clouds, but most of the rain is to the west of us. You can see it's beginning to move in there. So not all that much blue sky. A little starshine tonight, but a lot of clouds to go along with it. Remaining mild, you can see right where that jet stream is. 50s for tonight. Look for 70s on Thanksgiving tomorrow, and the 50s again for tomorrow. A low temperature running almost 10 degrees above normal. Current conditions along the Gulf Coast look this way. We're partly cloudy, still a few stars out there. Barometer is steady from 6 o'clock at 30.07, and our high today was 77, which is 8 degrees above normal officially at the Bay County Water Plant. As you take a look at the tide, still varying about 2 feet. A high tide early in the morning, low tide just afternoon in most locations. We've still got east and southeast winds. They're going to continue for the rest of the week. Seas 4 to 6 feet with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Your sun and moon times. Talked to, I believe it was Ethel at Choctawhatchee today at Caryville, and she told me that the unofficial reading there is 3 feet. So they had somebody go stick a stick into the river. 40% chance of getting wet. East winds to 15, and for tomorrow, almost a copy of today, a 40% chance of rain. Maybe a little sunshine thrown in there too. The extended forecast continued cloudy and mild right on through Sunday. A 20 to 40% chance of rain through the period. So we have to add a new word. It's the B word, Joe. That's the B word. That's kind of blah weather, but it's great for eating turkey and watching football here on TV7 because that's the best thing to do the next 4 days.
Okay, thank you, Kirk. When we come back, a look at the annual free enterprise breakfast.
Your kind of music, Dependable Bay 96 FM. Your kind of music, Dependable Bay 96 FM. Your kind of music, Dependable Bay 96 FM.
This Christmas, a lot of kids just might go to bed with visions of baby pound puppies. And baby pound purries dancing in their heads. Well, every time you buy any sandwich, fries, and a drink at Hardee's, you can get one of the babies for only $2.49. There's a new one every week, so by Christmas Eve, you could have all 5, which might give you the chance to make some dreams come true on Christmas morning.
Christmas is special at Wilbro, the perfect setting for savings on fine diamonds, gold jewelry, watches, and everything name brand.
We just got something great. The Express Meals Oven from Sunbeam.
It's a toaster broiler oven.
And a microwave oven, all in one.
Last night, I fixed a complete chicken dinner, and the kids use it for everything.
Even I am using Express Meals. See? Hot coffee, fast.
Thanks. Gotta go.
The Express Meals Oven from Sunbeam.
TV7 Live, because you need to be there.
Well, the city of Marietta has a new police chief this evening. TV7's Dale Cox has the story.
Florida Department of Corrections veteran B.L. Palmer will be Mariana's new chief of police. Palmer defeated Police Captain Charles Morris Tuesday by 22 votes and will replace retiring Chief Wiley George Pittman in early January. The new chief, who also serves as a jail consultant for the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, told reporters he hopes for a smooth transition in the police department.
You can look for the same hard work that I did during this campaign. You can look for me to be involved in all facets of the police department. I'll be out on the streets. I'll be available to the people in my offices. I'll be available at home.
Observers appeared surprised when voting machine totals for the two candidates wound up tied, with each man pulling 754 votes. The absentees went to Palmer, however, and he came away with an 805 to 783 vote win. He told TV7 News that he was stunned to learn that the voting machine total had tied.
Well, after I got over the shock, I'm not over the shock yet. I stunned, I would say. Really, I was stunned. I was quite confident this morning, and I'm sure my opponent was too.
There were no other races on the ballot. The new chief will serve a 4-year term under the new city charter, becoming the first chief in the history of Mariana to be elected to a term longer than 2 years. In Mariana, Dale Cox, TV7 News.
For the past 10 years, businessmen Buzz Busby and Tommy Thomas have sponsored a breakfast to promote the benefits of free enterprise. TV7's David Reinhardt has a report on this morning's Busby Free Enterprise Breakfast.
The Busby Free Enterprise Breakfast was sponsored by local businessman Tommy Thomas and gave local distributive education students a chance to meet local businessmen and women. The Free Enterprise Breakfast for high school distributive education students was the brainchild of businessman Buzz Busby, and for a very good reason.
And of course we want to teach all these youngsters the free enterprise system. They don't really understand it, and the more we teach them, the older folks like myself, the better they're going to be citizens and good business people in the future.
Being exposed to business is just one of the many pluses of being involved in distributive education. Just finding out how to get started can be one of the hardest things to find out about business.
You don't really know where to start. You know, like DECA has taught us how to begin, how to get money, and who the people you need to talk to, the people you need to see. So you don't have to do it on your own.
Speaker for the breakfast was television industry executive Clarence McKee of Tampa. McKee owns television station WTVT in Tampa and says his message is that you can be whatever you want to be.
If I would tell them anything, I'd say go back to old Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket, and when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are, your dreams come true. I got into broadcasting because many, many, many years ago, I dreamed that I wanted to be a disc jockey. I wanted to be a disc jockey and get into radio and television. It's kind of a dream you have, and that they should not accept people telling them why they can't do something, and they shouldn't make excuses for themselves because I'm black, because I'm a woman. The idea is you accept a responsibility for your own acts, and then you can also accept praise for your great successes. And there are ups and downs in life, and there are going to be some downs, but in the end, if people have faith in themselves and their country, they will go a long way. And the world is ahead of them, and they have a great opportunity in a great country.
David Reinhardt, TV7 News.
And Tom's here with the sports, and Florida State game, what, 3 days away now?
That's right. We've heard from Florida State. We talked to the Seminoles, their coach. We'll hear from them again, but also when we come back, we'll talk to the Gators. They're all set in Gainesville.
For all your new fall fashions, the Manufacturers Outlet Center is now open 7 days a week, where 12 famous fashion manufacturers sell direct. 23rd Street, Panama City.
We're bulging at the seams with holiday specials. Waterbed World is overstocked with wonderful Christmas gift ideas. Complete waterbeds starting as low as $179. To a whole bedroom full of beautiful waterbed furniture and accessories. The perfect gift with no down payment. No payment for 3 full months. And at Waterbed World, you'll get instant credit approval or lay away your purchase. Hurry to Waterbed World for the best selection in Christmas gift ideas right now.
Every year I give lots of surprises, but when it comes to my helpers, I can't let them know what they're getting, so I slide over to Lowe's.
This way, Santa.
Oh, my reindeer keeper will love this.
It's an RCA 25-inch color console, Santa, just $3.99.
With wireless remote control. just perfect for the missus.
Good choice, Santa. A Hot Point microwave. It's only $99.
You're in for some surprising gift ideas, because Lowe's is one surprising Christmas store.
Hello, I'm Judge William B. Keene, inviting you to watch Divorce Court, weekday afternoons here on TV 7. What you'll see on Divorce Court are dramatizations based upon the real issues, the emotional strain and conflicting circumstances that are brought into the family courts of this nation. Join us, as my decision is not known until all of the evidence is presented. Divorce Court, weekday afternoons, here on TV 7.
Hello again, everybody. For the 30th time in the history of the Florida State-Florida rivalry, the two schools will bang heads on Saturday on the football field. Florida State looks to have a much better team this season, but then there's that 6-year winning streak of Florida and the distinct advantage of the Gators playing at Florida Field. Yet with FSU's national ranking and superior record, as Galen Hall says, the ball is in their court.
They've got to come into our stadium in front of our crowd and play here where they haven't won. I think that has to be on their mind. I think the pressure's on Florida State.
We seem like we've been the underdog every year we play Florida State, and that really gets us ready. We feel like we're the #1 school in the state, and we play against a tough schedule, and we feel like, you know, we've always been an underdog, and we don't like that role, and we seem to get ready to play it.
The Seminoles, of course, will be ready to play as well. Both teams have been off for 2 weeks and are at full strength, but back to the home field advantage. FSU has won on the road at 2 tough places this season, Michigan State and Auburn. But they are fully aware Saturday's situation is totally different.
It's going to be hard. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be loud and really cheering behind their team, but we have to just, you know, block that out and go out and play our game.
Not that we are afraid to play there, but it's the fact that they play much better there. I think their fans support them so good, I think they play better.
Incidentally, Coach Bowden will pick up his 100th coaching victory at FSU with a win Saturday. The Southeastern Conference football title is on the line Friday at Legion Field in Birmingham. 78,000 fans and a national TV audience will watch the 7th-ranked Auburn Tigers and the 18th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, if Auburn wins, they will go to the Sugar Bowl as conference champs and face Syracuse. But if Alabama wins, they will share the title with LSU, and the Sugar Bowl committee says they'll take the highest-ranked team between the two. Now, that would put LSU in the Superdome and most likely Auburn at the Gator Bowl and Alabama at the Hall of Fame Bowl in Tampa. The invitations from the New York Touchdown Club for the Heisman Trophy Award ceremonies have been sent out, and the finalists are, the envelope please, Craig Ironhead Hayward of Pittsburgh, Lorenzo White of Michigan State, Donnie McPherson of Syracuse, their quarterback, Gordy Lockbaum of Holy Cross, and of course, this year's runaway winner, Timmy Brown of Notre Dame, will be on hand for the December 5th presentation of football's most prestigious award. The Florida basketball team is headed to the Big Apple for the semifinals of the NIT preseason tourney. And after Iowa State upset Purdue last night, Norm Sloan and company learned they would face the Cyclones. The other matchup has Seton Hall against New Mexico. Friday's game will be the first of the season for all SEC guard Vernon Maxwell, and he will be a welcome addition, you can be sure. The Gulf Coast Commodores will play again on tomorrow. They go to Ocala to play Lon Loris of Texas, and that's in the Central Florida Classic.
Okay, thank you, Tom. On Wall Street today, the stock market retreated after yesterday's gains. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down today by 16.5 points. Declining issues led gainers by an 8-7 margin. 140 million shares changed hands, and here's a look at stock activity of local interest.
Today's stock report has been brought to you by E.F. Hutton. At E.F. Hutton, we listen. Call E.F. Hutton today for your investment counseling. Promenade Mall has Christmas for the entire family. Expressions, the Sunglass Hut, the Mole Hole, Christmas Sparkle at Promenade Mall.
About a year ago, I came limping into Dr. Steiger's office with a back pain. After a few treatments and steady maintenance, I feel like a new person and walk happily ever since.
I'm Dr. Steiger.
Start down the road to good health through chiropractic with a free spinal exam. Call me today. I'd like to help you.
Christmas is special at Wilbro, the perfect setting for savings on fine diamonds, gold jewelry, watches, and everything name brand. Save on Conair's Hot Sticks, a new dimension in curling hair, just $24.88. The Hamilton Beach Automatic Shut-Off Iron is just $22.99. Oster's 10-speed Cycle Blend Osterizer creates salads, soups, desserts, and drinks, just $24.88. At Wilbro, you save money.
Cats, the #1 family musical in America. Cats, the world's most thrilling theatrical event. Cats, the magic, the mystery, the memory will live forever. Cats, the 7-time Tony Award winner, the once-in-a-lifetime experience, the most exciting family musical. In a word, Cats.
December 17th at the Marina Civic Center, Panama City. Tickets available at the box office.
Well, throughout Bay County today, school children were celebrating Thanksgiving. TV7's Cindy Hill takes a look at one such celebration at Cove Elementary.
The students and faculty of Cove Elementary celebrated what probably will be their last Thanksgiving at the school. They're scheduled to be transferred to Miriam Cherry Street as soon as renovations are completed there. This year's Thanksgiving celebration at the school included a short play about the origins of the holiday and the pilgrims who first landed in this country.
We travel from England on the Mayflower, search for freedom so we can worship in our own way. Last year in warm September, now it is cold November, the year is 1620.
The play closed out with the children singing about Thanksgiving's most celebrated creature, none other than the turkey. Cindy Hill, TV7 News.
And in the spirit of that first Thanksgiving, TV7's Amy Hoyt talked with some area children on their thoughts of what Thanksgiving is all about.
Thanksgiving.
Turkey.
What else?
Let's see, turkey and stuffing.
And how does your mom make that?
Well, then she gets the turkey and she puts it in it. Turkey and the stuff in it. Turkey.
Where does she cook it?
In the oven.
What else?
Turkey and pumpkin pie.
What's your favorite part of the meal?
Turkey. Turkey and broccoli and corn and pumpkin pie.
What's your favorite part?
Turkey. I like the turkey. Turkey. Pie and cherry.
How does your mom make turkey?
She puts it in the oven.
Are you going to help?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part to eat?
Turkey.
Well, I'm thankful for my parents and everything we have and everything else in the world.
And what are you thankful for?
Everything, like the things that we wear, my parents, and all the rest of the people.
And what's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving?
Probably turkey. Mom and my dad and sister.
What's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving?
Turkey. Just get a turkey and bake it.
What else do you make?
Pecan pie and corn and other things.
Is that what the pilgrims ate?
Well, you put the turkey in the oven and you bake the dressing and you make the stuff to go on top of the dressing.
What else?
And you bake the pies and
do you help cook?
Yes, sometimes I help cook the salads.
And what's your favorite part of the meal?
The pumpkin pie.
I didn't know till that first or second child there mentioned it. Broccoli goes with turkey. Boy, that ruins it for me. I'm telling you.
Broccoli's wonderful.
Ooh.
Don't let the folks in Greenfield, California hear that at the Broccoli Festival. And I'm thankful just for having a job here.
And to show that our appreciation, we'll all be here tomorrow, right?
Yes, we will. And the forecast for tonight, we're looking for mild with a 40% chance of rain. For tomorrow, pretty much a copy of today. Mostly cloudy, that 40% chance of rain lingers. A low tonight of 57.
Thank you very much for joining us. Rick Hurst and Company back at 10 o'clock with more local news, so join us then. Stay tuned for the Wheel of Fortune coming up next. Have a good evening.
Hometown values make Sunshine Supermarket.
For the first time ever, all the Democratic and Republican presidential candidates debate on the same stage in a live NBC News exclusive with Tom Brokaw, Tuesday.
King Kong Bundy wants to wear this belt, but to wear it, you gotta earn it. And to earn it, you gotta take it from me on Saturday night's Main Event.